Good morning, everyone. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte OG. So, guys, we're currently watching Bitcoin with all eyes. It's currently being rejected by the 46,000 line. So, this is a developing story because it came up over it real quickly, like we discussed yesterday. But now, all of a sudden, after that little burst up, it's come right back under it. So, from what it looks like, it's trying to use it as resistance instead of support, and that is a terrible sign because that means we're going to have to come down and find some support. I have a watch. My eye is watching Doge, just so you guys know what's on my mind. But before we get into this, please hit that subscribe button, like, turn that bell notification to all, and share this even on my Twitter, or on your Twitter, which you can find a link in the description for my Twitter. Follow it. We have 150 followers in the last couple days. If you want to find my Swing Traders Anonymous YouTube page, that's also a link in the description, and where that page is going crazy. Had almost 300 subscribers in 3 days. And then obviously if you're interested in joining Tom's Army, taking that extra step, showing the support, that link's in the description along with a way to donate. So what I'm looking at with Doge is, like I keep saying, I think we're going to have a major move, but I'm waiting for a good consolidation range. And man, do I have my eyes set on this 29.6 area. If Doge can get down there, I think it's still got a layer or two. I think it could possibly have to go up a lot higher. Like I said, I think there's a range of like 45 cents I think it can hit. So if we had a pullback from almost 36, 35 and a half cents roughly, down to 29.6, I mean, that would be a hell of a bounce point. And we almost got down there yesterday. Like I keep saying, it's all dependent on Bitcoin, but we're starting to, you know, Bitcoin came under that 46,000, which is what I was relying on to get this opportunity. I'm hoping Bitcoin can make one dip under 45 for Doge before Doge goes on another burst, because there's a lot of stuff going on there, and it's possible that that could actually take off. We're working on an inverted head and shoulders, as I've been talking about, since about 19 cents. And it's panning out just perfectly. So, but we're looking at XRP right now. Like we were talking earlier, the main thing is are we going to come back down to 112 or are we going to go below it? Because right now we're using 120 again as resistance. And if we go any lower, now we've come on the bottom side of that downward trend line that I showed you guys yesterday. We had 3 points of contact up top. We're going to the daily. We had 3 points of contact on a descending track. We broke above it right here. So if you're on the top side of that, that's where if we ride the top side of this and we're to close on the daily, that's where we could, once again, buy in and probably get a pretty significant 30% boost on XRP. That's why I keep saying there's opportunities everywhere. We just got to buy them at the right spot. We take it on a day-by-day trading. If you guys think it's anything different on this show, well, that's not my problem. I give it to you every single day and the possible moves it can make within the day and where I think it's going long term, and you base your decision on each and every day. So, like I said, we're in a tight consolidation zone right now, and it's very iffy because if we break down past right where we're at, it's going to have a 10 to 15% correction likely in a blink of an eye. So, that's why this is so crucial. You see how it's hugging my downward trend line, and it's amazing on the 1 minute. On all time frames, it's hugging it. So that tells you how critical that line is right now. And with we're not really getting any volume in right now, ladies and gentlemen. And I hear other stations saying, "Oh, look at this great volume for Bitcoin." Okay, well let's see if we really do have great volume. Because you know, I'm a guy who likes great volume. Makes my job easier. So let's take the price volume trend on the simple moving averages, the SMA 21 close, and see what it has to say about the volume. Let's see what the average volume for Bitcoin is in the 1 minute. Zero. That's a very small amount of Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to see that. That means there's no Bitcoin being sold. Basically nothing. It's non-existent. Let's see on the run-up. Zero. We had no change in the amount of Bitcoins being bought. So why did we have that artificial pump? Oh, maybe to trap more people. You see, ladies and gentlemen, ever since we came down from this run up here, we can't even register a Bitcoin. There's no Bitcoin even being sold. We had a section over here where we had lots of Bitcoin. where it started going up. We would have to go way back though, because we've been stuck in this trend. But ever since we got stuck in this second run up and now back down, there hasn't been any Bitcoin being sold. It's just they're not, you know, they're not selling it. So that's what I'm saying. We're waiting for a burst of something, because on the simple moving average, it's not even registering that Bitcoin's being sold, basically. That's how little Bitcoin. On the 3-minute, there's about 21 Bitcoin being sold. On the 15-minute, you got about 77 Bitcoin being sold. Now we come back over here where we had the breakouts. 64, then we got up here, 71. 77. So once we got to this level, we can't seem to get more Bitcoin, which means all likelihood we're pointing in the down direction. So if you ask me what's going on, this would be a breaking news alert. If we cannot hold this 46,000 line, we're going to have to come down pretty significantly. We already came down right about, where were we at last night? 45, I think we came down a little more than that. About 45.3 we came down to. So if we can't hold this level now, we got to come back down farther than 45.3. And the next logical is that mid bounce at 44.8, and then a real support zone down at the 44.222. So pay attention, be alert. A lot of people have got smashed this morning because they thought that everything was going back up on that bounce. I was very clear in my video last night. I said, do not buy the bounce until you know it's the right bounce up, because this was predictable what's happening right now. It's getting met at every level right now. So we got to find some support. So we're going to see very closely if we can find a sudden burst of volume, or we're just going to continue downward. Like I said, if you want to watch my Swing Traders Anonymous, links in the description. We're up to like 200 and over like 280 subscribers. It's crazy. My Twitter is also in the description. And if you want to donate or join Tom's Army, that's awesome.